So Jesse Kelly, it feels to me like we're now just increasingly so beaten down as a nation by all the COVID stuff, even though the economy that we're just seeing more and more businesses that are going under forever. Everyone's looking to the government for handouts, state and local. People are looking because the economy's been shut down. It's not their fault. Are we just going to get dragged through this until Election Day and maybe beyond? How do you see the country? Does the country ever wake from its COVID somnambulance?
Honestly, I see this is so doom and gloom, Buck. You asked me these questions, and I don't want to give you honest answers. The truth is, people think this ends on Election Day. Trump wins and they give it up, or Biden wins and they give it up, say go home. I think this is how it is now. I think the left is so committed. They're so radicalized. I think they are going to just live in this perpetual state of rioting at all times. And now you see what's happening in Chicago. Now everybody's so angry because we've ginned up so much anger, most of it based on total falsehoods, but we've ginned up so much anger, any slight spark, and instantly they're rioting, they're rioting, they're looting again. It's a total disaster. I think this is what it's going to be for a while, man.
How do we think Trump is doing in handling this at this stage?
I think he's doing fine now at this point in time, but we can't forget, and look, I don't want to, I'm not going to sit and crush the guy over everything that's old, but the truth is, him and the GOP, as soon as George Floyd died, the GOP, Donald Trump included, got really scared about all the media coverage. He brings in Van Jones to the White House. They're talking police reform. They decided the cops were the bad guy like everyone else. Now, they saw the poll numbers and changed their minds in about a week, but the GOP helped get this train a-rolling just as fast as it's rolling now.
Jesse, how are you guys doing down in Texas? I know you're in Houston, and Texas became, big for a lot of reasons, right? The media's focus on, there was almost a glee as they were reporting more and more COVID cases in Texas, which is appalling, but I expect nothing more. I mean, I actually think the media really is the enemy of the people. I don't have any problem saying that. How are you guys doing down there? Because it seems like we're not hearing as much about how awful it is in Texas now with COVID, which makes me think, oh, maybe things are actually getting better, and we're not allowed to know that.
Well, look, they're better as far as COVID goes. I mean, when I say there's no fear of COVID here, Buck, I mean there's no fear. I live in the burbs. I work in downtown Houston, so I experience everybody here. There is no COVID concerns. You're going to see the occasional lady with 19 face masks on as she shops in Target, but people aren't worried about it. They're all worried about their livelihoods here, and yet our governor, our Republican governor, still putting out all these mandates. Houston's now passing new mandates. Everybody's just doing a new mandate because they see the guy next to him doing it. Texas is fine and would be fine anyway.
So Texas is fine. What do you think ends up happening next then? I mean, how do we, are we all just kind of waiting around till we get the vaccine? I mean, you've been saying, look at the economic consequences. I've been trying to. It feels like people are just accepting, I guess we're going to have millions and millions without jobs, and we're going to run up trillions of dollars more debt. I don't know, man. I mean, the people got really upset during the Tea Party era, and there was a mass mobilization of actual peaceful protest. And it feels like we're just getting, I don't know, give me liberty or give me death. This turned into, unless there's a virus that kills 0.03% of the people who get it, and then whatever the government tells me is fine. And it feels like we keep coming back to this.
Well, the problem is, Buck, the government and the doctors and the corporations and everybody else joined together in the beginning, and they cemented in the minds of the American people, coronavirus is going to murder everybody. Stop trying to kill grandma. Millions are going to die. And now they've gotten to such a point where they're addicted to it. It's like a drug. All these government officials are addicted to it. Everybody wants the virtue signal. We have masks, so we have masks and hand sanitizer stations. Oh, we don't allow people within 10 feet. So there's only two things that are going to stop this madness. One, a vaccine comes out that a lot of government-tied people are going to make money off of. Or two, complete economic collapse. That is the other thing that will do it. When people were stuck in Hoovervilles outside of D.C. again, they'll wake up and tell all these politicians what they should have told them in the beginning. Go screw yourself, screw your mandates. I'm not closing my business. I'm not closing my church. We're all opening at full capacity. You're welcome to come try to stop us.
Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.